Faced with persistently high public debt with an average of over 60% of GDP, expected in 2025, a series of roundtables is being held in Lomé, Togo from May 12 to 14, 2025. The objective to define an African agenda for sustainable debt management as part of the African Union Debt Conference. Experts emphasized the need for both national and international action in macroeconomic management.
Not take much of your time. There is so much that we need to do at the national level. There is also the knowledge and the capacity that is needed for macroeconomic management. There is also what we need to do at international level, where we need to argue and come up with a common position through the reform of the global financial architecture on how we deal with the rest of the world in terms of fixing the international finances, but also on how to deal with debt and find sustainable solutions.
The discussions in Lomé highlight several key areas for financial transformation, including the financing of productive sectors, national debt management strategies, reform to the G20 Common Framework, the creation of an African rating agency, the use of green and blue bonds, the mobilization of domestic resources, and harnessing the potential of the AFCFTA.
Moi, je pense qu'il faut bien sûr s'endetter raisonnablement, mais il faut surtout...
I think we must, of course, borrow sensibly, but above all, and I think this is the most important message, we must rely on our own strength, rely on our internal resources. Debt is a consequence of budgetary management, so budgetary management must be sound, rational, and reasonable. Budget deficit must be controlled and government must promote the development of tax revenues, fight corruption, strengthen transparency, and be innovative in financing a number of infrastructure projects.
La transparence, être innovant dans le financement d'un certain nombre de projets d'infrastructure.
Public debt is weighing down African finances. More than 20 countries spend more on it than their health budget, and 6 more than their education budget. In 2025, the debt-to-gold GDP ratio will approach 64%. The African Union Debt Conference is expected to result in the adoption of the Lomé Declaration, the cornerstone of a new African framework for sustainable public debt management.